Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I want to do is I want to talk to my chosen ones about they know they fucked up by you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come into our lives, man. A lot of people come into our lives. I don't like that saying you attract what you are, because we attract everything. You know, it's just we make the choice on who we allow in our lives or not. You know what I'm saying? But throughout this ascension, I realized like a lot of my past and a lot of my peers and people that I dealt with or may still be able to be in communication with, they realized they fucked up. And the thing about that is them knowing that they fucked up. Like a lot of them, I would say about 90% of them usually try to do the ghosting. You know what I'm saying? They try to disappear. They try to act like they don't see what's going on. They don't hear what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about your vibration. You know what I'm saying? They make it seem that way. But in the back of their minds, they feeling like, oh man, I done fucked up. Like, this was my homeboy. He created a whole space for me to kind of elevate and to become a better version of myself, and I chose to be a dickhead and not take his, you know, his knowledge and information and use it or put it to proper use. So now I'm sitting over here trying to counter what he's doing, and now all of a sudden it's like I'm gonna break away, and now I see him ascending, and now I see me still sitting in the same space. A lot of them don't even care. I ain't even gonna say gonna try to get it. A lot of them don't even care. They know they not going nowhere. They know they not ascending. They know there's nothing going on in that field for them. I created a whole space just on the strength of what I mustered up and the universe being behind me. You know what I'm saying? I tried co-host, guests. I tried a lot of different antics and tactics, you know what I'm saying? Just different methods as far as like trying to get this knowledge and information out. I still am going to build that community base around the Godcast as well too. I still will be doing more guest appearances and everything over there as far as that. But it's like I had a co-host beside me at one point in time. Shout out to Savage, you know what I'm saying? It definitely wasn't him. But I had another co-host beside me that was like, I literally picked him up off the ground. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing of value to his name, to his energetic being. And when I say that, I say that to say like, he didn't get no respect. He didn't get no credit. He didn't get no acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers didn't even really see him or care to see him until I was able to put my energy on him, until he was able to sit beside me in my energy. You know what I'm saying? So you in a space to where you have beings around you that you're putting in better positions. But these beings is, one, not ready, and two, don't know how to handle these positions. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be this weird friction in between, because it's like, even though I can put somebody beside me like my co-host, his whole mindset was, in his world, he thought he was used to being the man. You know what I'm saying? So him now being a co-host, he don't feel as if he's the man as much, I guess. Even though, you know, I share the fruits, I share the power, I share the energy, I share everything. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, instead of taking that and elevating yourself, because you didn't have any push on your music, you really didn't have anything else going on, nobody really even cared to listen to you. But now you're in a position where someone's done helped you and them basically gave you value. All of my chosen ones already know how it is. That's why we don't always vouch and put our word down for people or behind people or different beings and entities. You know what I'm saying? But when we do, we expect you to motherfucking stand firm. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, then we understand, all right, boom. I know now when another energy or entity come around me that maneuvers or function like this, I know to go ahead and check this shit out the way right away, because it's not going to make any progress, or I'm going to have to put a shit ton of tests down right away. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be fucking mandatory. That's going to be mandatory. And I don't want to have to meet people and run 50 tests on them. You know what I'm saying? 5 to 10, you got to expect some tests. You know what I'm saying? Bare minimum. But if you coming across me, I got to run 50, 60, 100 tests every time. It's like, I need to see where this motherfucker, man, this motherfucker's on that weird shit. I don't know. He doing the witchy shit again. It's like, that's too much. But in the midst of all of that, they have to go back and they have to block you so you don't see them, even though you don't check on them. One thing we don't do as chosen ones, we never give a fuck about what you're doing once we cancel you out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about us calling you, texting you, hitting you up, doing none of that shit. You ain't got to worry about us being on none of your social medias or even popping up in your stories. You know what I'm saying? You won't see TrakBeatz viewed, you know, because I don't care enough to give you that energy. You know what I'm saying? But these beings look back in regret. And I say this, and I only give this one example. I got numerous examples, but I just usually like to use my life as an example, because I know a lot of motherfuckers out here can relate. I'm not the only one experiencing this shit, and I know a lot of us have been all going through this process. So for me, I like to use my life as just an example, not as like, okay, I just put all my shit right out here, or just let me mask it all away. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people that know me in real life, so it's never nothing about me that's gonna be weird or witchy or that's hidden in no manner like that. But that's the only reason why I like to use my life in my examples. And I'm only clarifying that because I seen a comment down below one of my other videos, and it says something about like I should stop using my BM as an example and like do something in my divine masculine energy or some shit like that. But the thing with that is, facts are facts. I still have to deal with my BM. I see my daughter, I got her from week to week. I still have to deal with my BM. I still have to communicate where I still have to do all of these things. So if I use her as an example, it's not, oh, I hate her into the ground. It's that this is the fucking facts. This is the reality. You know what I'm saying? I don't live off in La La Land, but I know that if I can give some of me and what I've been through, and I can help correlate that to other beings, and it can help them in their process make decisions easier and faster, why wouldn't I do that? All of these people who've been standing beside us are all looking back at us now like, God damn, I can't believe I done tricked up that spot, or I ain't think that motherfucker was really gonna do it. I know they always talking all this shit and saying how they about to do this and they got these ideas, how they gonna implement this and do that and do this, but I didn't really actually think they was. And they think this because a lot of people in today's society like to live by the future faking. Whether they doing it or not, they live by future faking. But when you deal with the chosen ones, we don't future fake. We tell you what the fuck we gonna do, and we do it. Simple process. Whether it take us 6 months or 2 years or 5 years, I guarantee you we getting this shit done. We challenging our own self in the motherfucking spirit world. We ain't even concerned with what you saying. We proving ourself right. And now all these motherfuckers is looking back at us, is just sitting here like, how can I get back in the picture with them? I wonder, maybe I should shoot them a message, or maybe I just like something on one of their posts to let them know that I see them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going for none of that. None of that. You chose to sit your ass over there. You gonna stay and keep your ass sitting over there. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate you to death. You know what I'm saying? We put you in position. You chose not to be in position. Apparently, the throne was too fucking much. It's like putting a little kid on the throne. They don't even understand the value of being on the throne. So you sit the kid on the throne in the chair, and they're just dancing around and playing around. They kicking and doing all kind of shit, and all on the chair, not even understanding that this is value right here. This is the throne. This symbolizes something more than just this chair. And that's how these other beings are when we put their ass in that seat. A lot of people be saying that they want this lifestyle with an organic being, somebody genuine, somebody who in they divine masculine, somebody who in they divine feminine. Then you get that, and that's not what you want. And I understand now it's not what they want, because it's all part of the enemy's manipulation tactic. If it was really what somebody wanted, when a divine femme meets a divine masculine, that shit is gonna fucking click. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no witchy shit and all that weird shit in between there. It's gonna click. We have to be aware of these future fakers. And the oppositions is looking mad, sitting back, soaking, eating popcorn and chips, getting fatter than a motherfucker, just watching us enjoy this life. You know what I'm saying? Steady raising this frequency and this vibration. They see us out smiling and living fruitful every day. Even when we getting shot and stabbed at. We in the middle of a fucking war, and we still out here dancing and vibing. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Yo, this shit is crazy when you really thinking about what's actually going on out here and how we actually live lighthearted in the midst of all this shit. We go outside, we fight a war, we come back inside, and we're living life. It doesn't sit on us all day like it sits on them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to run it up too long. Y'all tap into everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.